There is a massive financial lie that almost every aspiring CRNA believes. You believe that the path to the highest wealth goes through the biggest, most prestigious academic medical centers in major cities. You think landing a job at a level 1 trauma center in Los Angeles, Chicago, or Boston is the golden ticket. The math tells a completely different story. In fact, those prestigious city jobs are often the lowest paying positions in the entire profession. We are talking about a $100,000 to $200,000 a year difference minimum. In this video, I'm going to completely tear down the salary myths you see on Facebook. I'm going to provide you with the exact up-to-date 2026 salary data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics and active gaswork contracts. I will show you the exact math of W-2 versus 1099 pay, the states offering the highest rural premiums, and the specific step-by-step geographic strategy you need to hit a $500,000 net worth before you turn 35. By the end of this video, you will have a data-driven career roadmap to absolutely maximize your lifetime earning potential. But to understand how to get the money, you first have to understand why the cities are keeping you broke. The urban penalty, why prestige costs you. Once you graduate and become a nurse anesthetist, you encounter the brutal reality of supply and demand. Every new graduate wants to live in a cool city. You want the nightlife, the restaurants, and the prestige of having a world-famous hospital name on your resume. The hospital administrators know this. They know they have a stack of resumes 50 deep for every open nurse anesthetist position. Because the supply of labor is incredibly high, they do not have to compete on salary. They pay you in prestige instead of dollars. When you accept a job in a saturated urban market, you are accepting the urban penalty. You are trading tens of thousands of dollars in annual income for the privilege of living in a high cost of living area. But there is another massive reason city pay is lower related to how you are allowed to bill for your services. But more on that later. The rural premium, the economics of scarcity. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, the rural premium. If you drive 2 hours outside of any major metropolitan area, the economic dynamic flips completely. Rural hospitals in America are facing an existential crisis. If they cannot staff their operating rooms with anesthesia providers, surgeons will not work there. If surgeons don't work there, the hospital stops generating revenue and it closes. For these hospitals, finding a qualified nurse anesthetist is not a luxury. It is a matter of survival because nobody is lining up to move to a town with one stoplight. These hospitals have to offer massive financial incentives to attract talent. They aren't paying for prestige, they are paying for scarcity. It is essentially hazard pay for geography, and as we are about to see in the data, that hazard pay adds up incredibly fast. Data dive, the real 2026 salary numbers. Let's stop talking theory and look at the cold, hard numbers for 2026. According to the latest Bureau of Labor Statistics data, the median national salary for a nurse anesthetist is right around $223,000. But that average blends the massive highs and the lows together. To see the real market, you have to look at active contract boards like Gaswork and Bagmask. As of right now, W-2 hospital jobs in major hubs like Philadelphia, Seattle, or downtown Dallas are listing base salaries heavily clustered in the $190,000 to $220,000 range. Now, change that search filter to rural areas. We are looking at active gaswork listings in Sherman, Texas for $340,000. We are seeing W-2 listings in West Central Nebraska for $400,000, plus a $60,000 sign-on bonus and a $20,000 relocation stipend. According to recent industry reports, states with highly rural populations like North Dakota are averaging well over $330,000 across the board. That is a raw, undeniable $150,000 gap just based on your zip code. I want to pause here for a second. If you are an ICU nurse looking at schools, or a current student crunching the numbers on your massive student loans, this information changes your entire life trajectory. Most of the advice you get is purely anecdotal or outdated by 5 years. If you want data-driven career strategy that treats your profession like a business, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. I break down the financial realities they strictly will not teach you in your clinical rotations. Subscribe, and let's secure your financial future. Now, let's talk about how to completely smash through the salary ceiling. The 1099 ceiling smasher. If you really want to maximize the rural premium, You stop being an employee and you become a business. This is the W-2 versus 1099 debate. When you work as a 1099 independent contractor or locum tenens provider in these rural areas, the numbers get staggering. Active gaswork contracts in 2026 are paying independent rural providers anywhere from $200 to $275 an hour. If you work a standard 50-hour week with call, you are easily grossing between $380,000 to over $450,000 a year. Yes, as a 10 to 99 worker, you have to buy your own health insurance and pay your own malpractice tail, which we will cover in a dedicated video later on. But even after those expenses, the gross take-home pay absolutely dwarfs any W-2 staff job in a city. The practice model factor, ACT versus independent. Remember earlier, I mentioned there was another reason city pay is lower? It's about autonomy and billing models. Your financial value as a nurse anesthetist is tied directly to how much revenue you legally generate for the facility. In major city hospitals, you are almost guaranteed to be working in an anesthesia care team, or ACT model. You're medically directed by an anesthesiologist who might be covering 4 rooms at once. Because the billing is split and the staffing overhead is massive, there is a much smaller piece of the pie for you. In many rural settings, you are practicing completely independently. There are no anesthesiologists. You are the sole anesthesia provider for that entire hospital. When you are an independent provider, you capture the full value of the anesthesia fee. Greater clinical responsibility equals greater revenue generation, which equals significantly higher salaries. The hidden costs of the city. We also have to talk about the silent wealth killer, cost of living. That $100,000 pay gap we discussed is actually much wider when you factor in your daily expenses. A nurse anesthetist making $200,000 in San Francisco, New York, or DC is barely middle class after state taxes and paying $4,000 a month for a cramped apartment. Conversely, a provider making $350,000 in rural Texas, Wyoming, or South Dakota is living like absolute royalty. Their mortgage on a custom 4-bedroom house on 10 acres might be $2,000 a month. Many of these high-paying rural states like Texas, Alaska, and South Dakota also have zero state income tax. When you run the net disposable income numbers, the money you actually get to keep and invest can easily be double what a city provider keeps. The golden handcuffs of academic centers. So, if the math is so glaringly obvious, why do so many people stay in low-paying city jobs? It's what I call the golden handcuffs of the big academic centers. These large hospital systems know they don't pay the highest salaries, so they trap you with a feeling of safety. They offer unbeatable health insurance, incredible retirement matching, and sometimes tuition reimbursement for your children. For a risk-averse nurse anesthetist with a family, these benefits are incredibly hard to walk away from. It feels safe and predictable, but you have to sit down and calculate if those safe benefits are truly worth forfeiting well over $1 million in gross income over a single decade of your career. The final strategy, geographic arbitrage. Here is the final, ultimate strategy to win the game. You don't have to move to the middle of nowhere forever. Use geographic arbitrage as a tactical tool to accelerate your wealth. Commit to working in a high-paying, rural, independent practice for just the first 3 to 5 years after graduation. Live cheaply. Take that massive $350,000 salary and the $60,000 sign-on bonus, and completely obliterate your student loans in 18 months. Max out your retirement accounts. Stack cash in index funds. You could easily have a net worth of over $500,000 before you hit your mid-30s. Then, if you truly miss the city, you move back. You can take that lower-paying city job at the prestigious hospital, but you will show up debt-free and financially invincible. Don't let hospital prestige dictate your finances. Let the data dictate your moves.